Hey, a few days ago I got this email from Databricks that says the future of BI is AI. And I do tend to agree. I think I've had this opinion very strong for a while that I believe that BI tools have the right primitives to be utilized by AI. And I think it's just natural progression. You know, if you think about like sharding interfaces, it started at just streaming text. Then you add like images interleaved with the text. Then you add like interactive artifacts. Then you put the artifacts on the side. Then Anthropic launches the live artifacts. And it's very clear to me that we're heading towards more of like a BI tooling, dashboarding. And, you know, text is just like one component of it. But the dashboard just gives you more dimensions that you can tweak, right? Because you have like charts side by side. So, you know, you have the X now axis, but then you also have tabs on top, which gives you like the depth, like Z in this case, for instance. And then you can have multiple dashboards, so it just gives you more axis for you to organize like your overall data and then pull threads based on what you're looking for. And sure, sometimes you just want the answer, but a lot of times you also know what you want to look for. So the purpose, and if you click there, they basically have a course where they show you how you can navigate the AI BI dashboards create using Jenny code and things like that. And so I thought, okay, why don't I just create an OpenBB Databricks connection, and I show how you can utilize data that lives in Databricks from within the workspace, and a lot of these AI workflows primitives still old. So this has been merged now, and so that's why I'm doing the video. So I have these apps here that I've created, but I want to show you how can we like create an app on the fly. So in this case, I'm going to open a new dashboard. I'm going to open the Copilot. And I'm going to say, create a taxi dashboard using Databricks widgets. It's searching the list of widgets that exist, and as you can see, it created the dashboard on the fly. So in this case, you know, all of these was created on the fly based on the data that we have available. It basically, the way it works on the workspace, it literally goes through my entire list of widgets, which there are hundreds, and you could have thousands. It scales very well, and then it shows them based on the metadata. So it literally looks through these metadata. So here understands that this is the key metrics for New York taxi sample data sets. He understands these ones, and then based on that, he will push those onto the dashboard, and then he can also select parameters if it needs to. In this case, we also have like an SQL widget like this one, which I can actually run. And it's my Databricks backend data and shows the state, and the SQL can actually be hidden. And so when I click here, it's actually refreshing. So the data is hitting the database and coming back, which is pretty cool. You can see when was the last run. And if you want now to have like a chart view of these, you can also do that. So you're in full control around like how this looks. But, you know, as the course says, you know, you may want to actually ask questions on top of the data, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. So I can actually open the workspace, and I can say, you know, what SQL analysis is included. And sure, the agent will have access to the data here, but you actually don't need to be visualizing it. I could actually be into these AI mode, and the agent will still be able to access the underlying metadata and then access the actual data from the widgets. And so in this case, it's actually providing me with the data that is available, and in this case, it's just the samples data set offered by Databricks. Yes, in this case, we actually have generative UI on, and we have follow-up suggestions, so I can actually do something nicer. So I should actually be able to say, actually, let's do it, yeah. Update the limit to 30, please. Yep, you saw that it just got updated here. Perfect, thank you. Now I can run. And you can see now we have 30 data points. we can hide again the SQL query, and you see the underlying data. So that's very intuitive. At the same time, let's say that you already have dashboards that you want, that you like, and that are already like pre-built. That is something that you can actually easily access here. So for instance, there's these bakehouse sales, there's these Wonderbricks travels, or these TPCH supply chain. So when I click on those, they're already like pre-populated in a way that I specified them in advance. In this case, these guys are actually grouped together based on region, which you can see here. So you can select different parameters, and you can see the coloring that matches. You can see when was last requested, and you can move things around. So again, we still have like the typical like BI primitives. It just so happens that we are like a workspace that is a bit more flexible, and there's an agent on the site. And now the other thing as well is you have actually have the workspace MCP companion turned on. So that means that if I were to use Cloud Code or Codex to interact with this data, or build new widgets based on data from Databricks, you could as well do that. The other one I wanted to show is that you can have multiple like SQL explorers. So in this case, like this is a query. This could also be the same query. We already ran this one, so no point in this. This is another one for the bakehouse. So you can actually, duplicate these widgets. So I could go here and say, okay, I actually want another bakehouse. I duplicate it, and maybe here you have like a different query. So that's something that you can do. Anyway, just wanted to show you that you can use Databricks data from within the workspace, and I hope you find these insightful. Cheers.